Welcome to another tutorial for music production in Ableton Live. In the previous video, I was demonstrating the way how to record melodies in Ableton. Now it's time for something different, the instrument track.
The instrument track.
Yes, you heard it right. The instrument track is the place where you can stack hundreds of new instruments. Sorry, not hundreds, I mean, it would be a lot. But you can stack as many instruments you want. For example, I would first put some keys. To add instruments to the instrument track, you need to click and drag them from this window. Just choose your favorite sound. As you can see, here is the instrument. When you click this option, you see the note range. This means if you put the note range here, you won't be able to play it. But if you scale this a little bit to the right side, it will go into the fade out. And you won't hear those notes anymore. And it will be louder as you progress further. So, I want to change it with some other sound because I don't like it. I will choose something like this. Maybe start with the bass line. This is such a high frequency for the bass. Let's move it here. Or maybe even here. I like it because that bass sound would sound amazing in a video game. Honestly, you don't need all those frequencies for a bass, so move the slider to the left. And you don't need this frequency anymore, so you can move it to fade out. Actually, the point of this slider is that you can fade in or fade out. You can only hear one thing. You can only hear one range, and these ranges are empty. If you want to hear them, move the slider to the left. But I want from the C0 note, so this is my range. You can set any range you want. Now, after a bass line, I want to add some keys. There are so many sounds, so I will choose my favorite keys. Or maybe I can find them in the sounds, piano and keys. For some reason, this is my favorite sound, but I will keep it for some other video. Alright, this sounds great for me as a game developer. But for some reason I don't like because the C4 note still has the bass sound. Just extend the range and make sure that you can hear only this kind of sound. But I still don't like that range. I just need to extend that fade out. And if you don't like that octave sound, move this note slightly lower. But don't worry, if this matters a lot, you can set the velocity. Alright, I like the instrument rack. But I just want to add one more sound, a pad or a string.
A pad or a string.
Just to add some atmosphere to the sound. Alright, I just need to set the classic ensemble pad, which is the sound that I loaded. You can load any other sound you want to have some kind of velocity. It will only be played at a specific velocity. So I'm setting the velocity ranges because I only want some velocities to play. If I play something at this, the highest velocity, when playing sounds on a higher velocity, the lower frequencies of the basic wash bass won't be heard. So I use these keys: C for playing at a lower frequency, C for playing at a lower velocity, and V for playing at a higher velocity. Okay, this is for the velocity. Now, I just want to record something. Remember, count in and click this button to record notes over and over. Okay, now it's time to record some very basic melody with this instrument rack. To make sure that you can loop everything, click this button. Now you can add the ensemble pad sound by recording the already recorded material. So, as you could probably realize, I decided to make the volume, velocity of some notes much lower, because it was too loud during recording. So, make sure that the velocity is around 10. Now play it. And it sounds great, but it has a lot of hard work until the sound fits perfectly on all speakers. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Consider subscribing and stay tuned to the new music tutorials. Goodbye.